Hello, this is Lisa Shea, and these instructions are for folding a money origami fan. You start with any dollar bill or any type of bill, and you're going to start accordion folding from one of the short ends. It doesn't matter how thick or thin you make your accordion folds. You can see here that I'm making them fairly thin. The thinner they are, the neater the fan is going to look. So we fold it over in one direction and then over in the other direction. And we're going to keep folding. See how here you can see that that's making the accordion fold. We're going to just keep folding back and forth to make the accordion fold all the way down the bill that you have. And you don't have to use a bill if you don't want to. You can of course use a piece of paper that's cut into a rectangular shape. If you use a bill, this is good for giving tips to waitresses or presents to people. That way, instead of just giving them a plain bill, you're giving them something pretty that they can have some fun with before they undo it and spend it. So again, it doesn't matter how thick or thin you make your folds. It just matters that you keep them sort of consistent. And again, it makes it look nicer if you make them thin, but you can start by making them thick to get the hang of how to do this. And most kids learn how to do this when they're young with big pieces of paper to make fans to cool themselves, because fans, when they move air back and forth, are very helpful when it's hot out. So we're going back and forth to make our fan fold. You can see from the fan I have in the bottom corner that they do start to undo after a while of sitting there. So if you've got a little piece of tape or something to hold the bottom part of the fan together, then you can certainly do that. But usually when you give someone a fan, they're going to look at it and think it's pretty and then promptly undo it and spend it anyway. So I wouldn't worry too much about making your fan last a very long time. But if you're using them for Christmas tree ornaments or something like that, then you might want to add a little tape to hold the bottom part of the fan together. So here we are, almost finished with the accordion folding for the fan. One last little piece. Give it some nice sharp creasing. So you can see how it's done the accordion fold. It just goes back and forth and back and forth. Look at it from the different sides to see how this works. So now you're going to give it a squish, and at the bottom of it you're just going to bend that over, and that's going to hold that part of the fan together. So the tighter you squish it, the longer it's going to stay. And then you've got the top part of the fan. Alright, we'll just squish this a little more. And what we're going to do here is bend it over just a little to help it stay in an outwardly fanned shape, so that it doesn't just squish back together again. So the top of it we bend over slightly to make it into a fan shape, and the bottom we crease a little to hold it together. And there you can see you have a pretty fan. Or you could say it's the tail of a peacock. Visit lisashea.com for more origami ideas, and I hope you have a wonderful day.